Yes, yes. Welcome to Live Inside the Booth. I'm your host, Marlon Lowe, and we got another great show for you today. Listen, um, we got Isaiah Stevens from Allen High School, Dallas, Texas. Look, make sure as you're watching this, first of all, look down low, see that subscribe button, click subscribe for me, tune in so you can get some updates on some more rest of the players that we're going to be talking to and have live inside the booth. Also, hit that share button when you can. Share it. Make sure that people get a chance to see who Isaiah is as well. But right now, let's bring Isaiah. Not going to hold you long because I know who you're here for and what you come to see. Let's talk to Isaiah. Let's bring him inside the booth right now. Isaiah.
Yes, sir. What's going on?
Not much. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Not bad at all. I can't complain. Is it raining on your end like it's raining on this end?
Yeah. It's been going crazy out here for the past couple of days. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I know. And I'm kind of I'm not really a rainy guy, but I can handle it. Sprinkles. But when they start shutting down the freeways and you got to go around, I'm not really with that, man. I'm not on that. Are you driving?
Yes, sir. I am.
You got your driver's license?
Yes, sir.
How old were you when you got your license, man?
17.
All right. You ready. Look, let's get into some conversation right quick, right? Because we got some people that's tuning in. They want to get a chance to see who you are, what we talking about. Tell me what you've been doing over this holiday break so far. It's Christmas break and New Year's and everything else. What have you been on this break?
So pretty much, me and my teammates, we've been having a lot of practices, a lot of games. Of course, within a lot of time that the UIL gives us. So we've been able to get in the gym a lot, play a lot of games. We had a In-N-Out Burger holiday tournament up here last week. That was real competitive, real fun. So it hasn't really been a break, really. So we've just been playing a lot of basketball.
Okay. Now, if I'm walking down the halls of Allen High School and say it's about Tuesday, 11:30 a.m., and I ask three students, where can I find Isaiah Stevens? What they gonna tell me? Three different students.
So for one, the first answer will be in the classroom. That's for sure. That's priority number one. Two, I go to the gym a lot. Me and probably one or two of my friends. We have some off periods throughout the day, so we'll go and shoot before practice and stuff like that. So that'll probably be the second spot. And then the third spot is there's like this little snack area right outside of the gym. And sometimes we'll just hang out there, crack some jokes, just have a good time.
Who's all hanging out at the snack shop?
Man. So me and about 3 or 4 of my teammates have like the same off period. So we'll just go out there, probably buy a snack or something with $1 or $2, just have a snack or a drink and just kind of hang out, kick it for a little bit.
Okay. What's your favorite subject in school?
For me personally, it's history. It's just something that kind of comes naturally to me that I understand and pick up on really easy. And it's also interesting just to figure out kind of how we got to this day and age with everything. So, yeah, I'll probably say history for sure.
Wow, you say how we got to this place where we at this day and age. That's pretty big right there. That's pretty big. I get that. Now, basketball. Let's talk a little basketball now. You guys are 22 and 2 overall, 1-1 in district play. Last night, right? Tough loss, 78-72. An exciting game last night to Dallas Jesuit, right? Now,
Right.
It was a big game that everybody was watching and anticipating. Like I said, I even watched it on Facebook Live myself. Now, what was your mindset going into that game last night, being such 2 high caliber teams?
That it's gonna be fun. Me, I like competition. I like competing. I like being able to be on a big stage and show what me and my teammates can do and produce. We knew it was going to be a tough one. They do a lot of things well. They share the ball. They shoot the lights out the ball. They play really hard on the defensive end. They make you think about doing things that you're not typically wanting to do as far as playing a couple of different sides offensively. So we knew it was going to be a dogfight. We were ready for that. I was really proud of my team. We kept fighting until the end, even when they started to make some runs, but we came up short in the end. So it was a good learning experience. We're going to be able to bounce back from it. There's a lot of things that I feel like we can learn from that game, especially with the young guys that we have on our varsity team. So I feel like this is definitely going to have more positive than negative when it's all said and done.
Got you. Oh, they hit some timely shots. You're right.
Yeah.
Some big threes, which is around across the board. Like, man, but overall, I think that it was a really good game from what I saw. You guys did well, and particularly yourself had a good game as well. But teammates, now let's talk overall basketball from the team. Look, you guys played Pierce, and you beat them. You won 64-62. You played Pierce again and won 60-59. Then we got DeSoto 66-60. Steele 93-91. And then just recently you lost to Geyer 89-86. Now you guys definitely are not ducking anybody that's in your path, right? Now,
not at all.
That's what I'm saying. Now, how do these tight games help you all with your overall team goals?
Oh, man. One thing we pride ourselves on over here at Allen that I don't think a lot of people realize is competing. We want to play the best teams in the state. If you feel like you're one of the best teams and you want to play us, then we're always up for the challenge, win, lose, or draw. So we have a lot of young players, a lot of first-year varsity guys on our team that are really special and can really play ball. But it's going to be a learning experience. Like that. That's just what it is. And these games, especially them being close and us having to think down the stretch and guys having to learn how to play with fouls and understanding how the game is flowing. These kind of games are definitely going to help us down the stretch whenever we're trying to make a deep state playoff run.
Got that. And me personally, I was watching, but one thing I know about you that you won a state 6A championship last year with Allen. Man, I love to hear from winners and about their experiences, man. Tell me about that experience of how it was when in that championship game last year, just the whole process.
Oh, man. Well, the game before we had beat Austin Westlake, who at the time was number 2 in the state. And then the game before that, we had beat Geyer, who was number 1 in the state. So we were riding this really big high. And the biggest thing for us was settling back down into the game because, man, whenever you beat 1 and 2 powerhouses in the state, you're like, man, I think we got it from here. But Katie Tompkins was a really good team. We had to come out and play hard. That one went down to the wire as well. But, man, we just had so much adrenaline and so much energy. It was probably good that we had to settle into the game and it wasn't just going to be a blowout because, like, the Katie Tompkins was a really good team, so we had to be able to lock in and just at the end of the day just play ball like we know how to. So, yeah.
Okay. Now, when that final horn went off, energy, what was that like?
Man. Well, when our 6-man made the game-winning layup, we thought that they didn't call a timeout in time. So we thought that was the game. We started cheering, rushing the court and everything. That was like the initial reaction. Like we were out there hugging each other, high-fiving, screaming, yelling. Then next thing you know, apparently they got a timeout off with about a second or so left. And so we had to kind of regroup and lock back in so that way we could get a stop to seal the game. But then when that second buzzer went off, man, it was pretty much the same thing. We were so happy. It was the first one in our school's history. Only our second time being to the Final Four. So being able to put my name on that and everyone on our team to be able to hang our hats on that and just everyone knows about the football success and the wrestling team success. They win year in, year out. So for us to be able to bring that to the basketball side of things was really special.
No doubt. Now you wear number 3. Why you wear number 3?
My brother and I are 8 years apart. So when he was in high school, I was like really young. So whenever I used to go to his games and stuff, he was number 3 at Allen as well. So that's definitely reason number 1. When I came in to Allen, I didn't ask for it or anything. They just kind of just said here. It was an opening. So that for sure just is a big reason. Just I look up to my brother. He's one of my biggest role models for sure. He's showed me so many things in my life. So I'm thankful for him. And yeah, that's a big reason why I wear number 3.
Facts. I like that. Now you'll be in Colorado. You'll be in Colorado in 6 months.
Man,
it's coming pretty quickly, right?
Yeah.
Now, have you been following their progress, and how often do you speak with the staff?
Yes, I do follow their process. Right now, we're kind of in a tough stretch, but I'm almost positive they'll get it going. They'll get it rolling again. I talk to at least one coach from the staff like every day, if not every couple of days. They do a great job with trying to keep that relationship and keep building it. And I understand that they're in a season, so like in this kind of time, I understand how it changes, and like that doesn't hurt me because I know where their heart is. I knew that when they weren't in season, how often they were like really talking to me, and I already know that right now their wins is more important than the recruiting aspect. So, but for them to make an effort to try to talk to me almost every day, at least one of the coaches, is really big for me.
You're right. That is big. And like you said, I've been keeping track of them a little bit too. I'm a basketball, everything, basketballologist, whatever. But I know that they've lost about the games that they lost. They probably lost 5 games under 6 points. So those are close games, and that I think it's a progression, and they're learning that through that time. So hopefully, as the conference comes on, they'll be ready to continue to build on that right there. Now, what did it come down to when you committed to Colorado State? What was the defining moments and things of that nature? What was that?
For me personally, it was just the overall feel that I got from the coaching staff and the city when I was there, and when I had took my official visit. I just personally felt that they wanted what's best for me as a player and a person, and not too many colleges want to try to help you in multiple aspects of your life. Mainly, it's just on the court, and that was very that stood out a lot to me whenever I was making my decisions. They're big on skill development, so helping me improve on areas that I need to improve on, and which I'm open and willing to work on those things. I don't feel like I got it all mastered or anything. So them telling me things that I could work on and things that'll help take my game to the next level was big for me. And they kind of got it out. They kind of mapped it all out, showed me and my family, and we bought into it. So that was one of the bigger things that played a part in my decision going to Colorado State.
Okay. Let's talk about, speaking of family, let's talk about some family and teammates, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Here's a scenario, right? We got a side out of bounds. We're down 1 with 11 seconds left in the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your mom is drawing up the play for the last 11 seconds. Are you running her play?
I am, because my mom actually played basketball in high school and a little bit in college. She actually played 2 sports in college, softball and basketball. So it probably wouldn't be anything complex knowing her. It'll probably just be like get the ball, maybe one ball screen, come off and make a play. But yeah, she's been around the game for a long time. She's been around it with me and my brother. Like that's all we played really outside of football. So, and yeah, I would probably go with her play.
Oh man, I hope it works, man. I hate to be in that car. Right. And then when it come down to it, Isaiah, the ball was in your hands. You should have made the play. Don't look at me now that you say it didn't work.
Right. So, yeah, that's definitely her.
Yeah, okay. So speaking of brother, you mentioned your brother. Tell me what type of advice has Barrington given you on your game overall as throughout the past couple of years?
Man. So with our age difference, it's really been a blessing for me because I'm still in high school while he's playing professionally. So there's a lot of habits and stuff that he'll teach me and show me just as far as approaching the game, recovery, the mental aspects of the game, understanding reads and dissecting the game at an entirely different level above your age is one of the biggest things that we talk about a lot. So like a lot of things, just as far as pick and roll reads, we know that that's kind of how the game is moving, being able to create space as a guard, getting your bigs and getting your wings involved early in games, having them out on the break with you, feeding them, letting them know that we're all in this together type mentality. And it's not all about the point guard scoring because point guards are based off wins and losses in this family. So that's the main thing.
Hold up. You said point guards are judged off what in your family?
Wins and losses. All the points, assists, rebounds, steals. If you ain't putting them up in the W column, that don't mean too much in this family.
Man, hey, I feel like we related somewhere or another. I mean, somewhere on the line, our blood is it was something. I gotta hug the family when I see them. I mean, we just something about it. It's good.
Right.
Now, check this out. Got another one for you. Last scenario with the family. End of the game again, you're getting trapped at the end of the game, okay? Mm-hmm. Your dad, he's wide open at the NBA three-point line, a little bit further than the high school line. He's right. Out of distance. You're getting trapped. You passing him the ball to make the play, or you calling a timeout?
I'm swinging it. Yo, my dad, and I'll never tell him this to boost his head up or anything, but hey, my dad can shoot the ball. Like if that's one thing he can do at this age is like he's a horse competitor. Like, I'm not gonna say he's a winner because that's me, but he competes when it comes to shooting the ball. So he taught me how to shoot, my brother how to shoot. So and I would consider myself a pretty solid shooter. So yeah, he can really shoot the ball.
Well, all right then. All right. I know some people that call timeout. That's all I'm saying. I know some people that
hey, that's fair. That's fair. I wouldn't blame him.
Okay. Blame him. Now, teammates. Which one of your teammates would likely play a prank on Coach McCullough?
Whew, that's a good one. I'll probably say out of all of us, just because like we're all pretty funny and joking, but when it comes to messing around with Coach, probably his own son. So his son is on our team as well. His name is Charlie. And Charlie is goofy as all get out, man. So I'll probably say Charlie would be the first one to play a prank on his dad.
Okay, Charlie. I got you. Charlie, like, we'll see what that ride home like too, Charlie, but I'm sure
I'm saying, yeah.
Okay, another big game. Which one of your teammates would coach the team if Coach McCullough and the rest of the staff could not be on the sideline?
Would coach the team. I'll probably it's probably a toss-up between Charlie, again, because he's been around the program. His dad's the coach. And last year, his uncle was our head coach, so he knows all about the Allen system through and through. And then I'll probably say we have another player named Cade McGlade. Yeah, they really understand the game, in my opinion. So those would probably be two if I was on the floor, because I'll probably put myself first to coach. But if I was on the floor, I would trust them to coach our team.
All right. I'm with that. I can't argue that. Now, I got two questions from some college coaches. Hit me up, asked me, said, just gave me several questions that they like to hear from guys. One of them asked was, why do you play the game?
Ah, man. So, well, above all, I truly love the game of basketball. It brings me so much joy just to go out there and compete, and it allows me to just express myself in a totally different way. Uh, I like going out there and just playing hard, and it's just a certain feeling that you get whenever you're on the court playing. That is really hard to explain, but definitely because I love the game first and foremost. And then secondly, me and my brother, whenever we were younger, whenever he was getting close to make his college decision, he told me like, one thing that you never really want to do is have your parents pay for college if you can help it. And so like I was really young, so I didn't really understand it at the time. I was like, wait, what do you mean? But like that's just something that kind of resonates for me. They spent so much money for me to travel across the country, playing AAU ball, making sure I have food all the time. I was never hungry or anything. I made sure I had clothes that I needed for games or for school or anything. So they've invested so much money, time, and effort in me. And like I personally felt like one of the biggest things that I could do to repay them was keep that money in their pocket while I go to college for 4 years. So
4 years. I'm having a moment here just listening to you talk about how you family. That's what's up. That's been a lot of positive things have been instilled inside of you. Now, next question. What's your favorite moment to this point playing basketball?
Oh, winning the state championship for sure. Before that, I was actually asked that question before last year, and I was kind of stumped. I don't know. I was like really thinking. I was like, man, like kind of what really stands out besides winning some tournaments or scoring 40-some points here and there. But like definitely winning that state championship in the state of Texas trumps everything. The state of Texas is really competitive, and I don't think people outside of the state fully grasp the kind of players that we produce, like from top to bottom, from Dallas to Houston. I don't think people really understand that fully. It's starting to come around, but like I don't know if people fully grasp like Texas can be a basketball state, like through and through. But so winning that at the 6A level against top teams, night in, night out, like we went through the gauntlet in that one. So beating those kind of teams and then coming out on top was definitely one of the greatest feelings.
Okay. Now, you're a point guard. You've been playing point guard all your life?
Yes, sir.
So, you hear about this, you hear about that. I got this from a good friend of mine who he put a message out last week about you, he's saying that, why are you not considered the best point guard in the state? That's what he said. And I was like, I'm watching. Okay. So now I'm going to ask you, and it's not, I know you probably, I don't know. I'm going to see if you're going to keep it PC right now. How you think, do you feel that you're the best point guard in Texas?
Oh, yes. Yes, that's just me personally. That's just me as a competitor. I feel like I'm the best point guard in the state. I feel like I personally bring something different to the table, simply based off my unselfish nature. But also, if I need to go create for myself, I can do it too. And I'm going to play hard on both ends. And I love getting my teammates involved. And not too many guys, I feel like, have won like how I've won. And like I said, that's a big thing for a point guard is, are you getting wins? And there's a lot of guys that can go out here and drop 30, 40 points, average that. But, like, if you're not getting wins, to me personally, I don't feel like you're doing everything necessary then besides putting the ball in the bucket.
Right. I got a friend. He's been doing videos for a long time, right? His name is we call him Mo. His name is Mo Elrod. We call him Mo Elrod. He's got a segment called High School Hopefuls, right? So he's been saying lately, he's like, look, winning doesn't matter anymore, man. He's joking. He says, winning doesn't matter anymore. Nobody cares if anybody's winning or not. They're going to shoot. They're going to throw a video up of them anyway, even if they lost and go by, get 20
That's
points.
True.
Winning doesn't matter. What I just like I said, I'm going to make sure he's going to listen to this and sit back and say, no, Mo, winning does still matter. It matters. It matters in your family, Stephen's family.
It does. It does, because like if you're a basketball player, and the way I go about it is like, man, if you're a basketball player, like I don't see how you're just okay with losing, regardless of how many points you put up. Like, man, like dudes go for this amount of points, that amount of points, and just be happy about it. Like that's just not the way I'm built. That's just not the way I'm wired. Like winning matters because who likes being considered a loser? Like nobody with the right mind frame. So like winning definitely still matters, and it needs to.
Absolutely, it needs to. Absolutely, it tells a little bit about you. It tells me if how passionate you are, if I can trust you to carry on something. If I leave, if it means something to you. Now, we got I give you about 5 questions left. I know it's you want to get out and move around a little bit, but tell me this: you got a minute. We're gonna send a shout out to at your school, through the family, or wherever you at. Summer ball, whoever. Who you send the shout outs to?
Man. Definitely shout out to the Allen basketball team for sure. Those are my guys. Those are my brothers for life. Shout out to Team Faith, everybody there. Those are my brothers as well. And of course, shout out to the Stevens family. Oh, and shout out to Coach Love. Shout out to Coach Love for Team Faith. Yeah.
I know Lo.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me, who 2 guys you like to watch play?
Man, so my favorite point guard is Chris Paul. That's just kind of the way I kind of model my game when I was younger. I was just fascinated by the way that he approaches the game. So Chris Paul is who I watch a lot, and then I know people ain't gonna like this one, but man, Steph Curry's something serious. Like just the way he goes about it, he can shoot it, pass it, handle it, all about winning, selfless. Those kind of things I feel like make a great point guard. So I watch him a lot as well.
Okay. Funniest relative and why?
Man, my cousin Jalen Govan out in North Carolina. Shout out to him too. Man, every time we get together, it is nothing but laughs.
Okay. So he's a funny guy.
Yeah.
Last 2. I need an impersonation of Coach McCullough. You got to give it to us. You got to give it to us.
Oh man. So Coach McCullough, he's not a big yeller, but he's like a gritter. So like if we're not doing something right, he'll just like kind of grind his teeth and he'll be like, he's like, come on, Isaiah, like you gotta get on the glass, like that kind of thing. So yeah, that's one thing that he does a lot is kind of grit his teeth and ball up his fist. So
okay. Now, this is the culmination of Inside the Booth, man. We need you to introduce yourself into the starting lineup, whether it's at Allen, whether it's at Colorado State, whether it's at the next level up, wherever it is. But you got to give us some passion with this, man. You can't just let this thing go. You got to come with it now, Isaac. Come on now. You ready for this?
Oh man. All right. So I think I'm gonna do an Allen one. All right. So I'll probably be like, starting at guard, 6 feet, point guard, Isaiah Stevens. And then everybody going crazy. Yeah.
We in that thing. I'm with you.
Yes, sir.
Look, Isaiah, once again, I want to tell you congratulations to you and the Allen High School basketball team and Coach McCullough on your success thus far. Continued success to you all as you continue to move forward. You're going to be at Colorado State next year, man. Listen, you got a huge following. You probably don't know that, but it's a lot of people, and it's a lot of college coaches that respect who you are and your game. I just want to let you know that. Like when they found out that a lot of them hit me, hey, ask them this. Or just certain things, say, hey, love the kid, love the young man. So just want to tell you that. Congratulations again. Thank you for being inside the booth with us. Look forward to having you again sometime in the future. And hey, we might have to even get a couple of your teammates on here at some point going forward so we can all get on here and shout out and have some laughs.
All right? For sure, definitely. Just let me know.
All right. Enjoy your day and take it easy.
You too. Thank you.
All right. Hey, now that was Isaiah Stevens, live inside the booth. Listen, You got to get something out from him, right? Winning matters. Winning matters. And he goes about it the right way. Look, again, make sure if you're watching and listening, hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel so that you can get updates when we're going to start having other players and other teams. Even we're going to get some more high school and college coaches on here as well. Follow us on Twitter at Inside Booth, on Twitter. Send us some updates on who's doing well, some team scores, some individual scores, so we can get them inside the booth as well. This is not about making sure we get all the guys at the high major. We got mid majors. We want low majors, Division IIs, Division IIIs, NAI, everyone. We want to be able to showcase everybody, give everybody an opportunity to be a part of Inside the Booth. I'm Marlon Lowe. Thank you again for all your time. Look forward to seeing you again. Take it easy.